Oh, hi, Mark. Do you guys like it when I rub my hands together and look at you sensually right in your eyes? That's not sensual, is it? That's more like... I'm not even going to make the joke I was going to make. Never mind. Hold on here. I'm going to turn that fan off. So, guys, it hasn't been very long since the last... Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing a whole unit of crap. Hold on. Okay, I grabbed what I was missing. Yeah, that would have been a very incomplete collection update, because I bought a ton of stuff. Now, this is actually an oddball collection update, because this is the update of the VHS tape. That's what this is. And for those of you, which would be all of you, who don't know me, I don't actually buy VHS tapes unless they're at a thrift store where I can buy them for pretty cheap. And so I don't end up buying a whole lot of them, because it also calls into question, like, what do I really need? Like, which of these do I honestly need? Or even really want that much? And the answer is usually not very many of them. It's just kind of the way it is. And so I don't end up buying a whole ton of VHS tapes. But, tell you what, this time is a little different. I went into this store. I already owned this. I guess I shouldn't show that, because you guys haven't seen my VHS collection as it sits. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Holy shit. I almost just crumpled a case. I'm moving stuff around, sorry guys. But, yeah. I went to a thrift store recently, and they have like a little back room with some VHS in it, some VHS tapes, and usually it's not too impressive. And this time was very different. You know, sometimes they have like neat little 80s action movies and, you know, just kind of cool stuff here and there. This time, however, a horror fan had been through there. Like, 100%. Someone who was really into horror movies had been through there, and he was just getting rid of his old tapes. Now, some of these tapes, why didn't he sell these on Amazon? Like, there are 2 tapes that actually, that I got here, that fetch a little bit of money. So, anyway, I'm going to stop building it up and just get into it. We aren't actually going to start with the VHS tapes, because I think the VHS tapes are, like, one of the coolest parts of the update. In fact, we're going to do this, we're going to do this a little out of order. I only have one DVD this update, which I bought at that same thrift store, Predators, with Adrian Brody. You know, it is what it is. I'm not huge on Predators. I don't hate it, but I'm not huge on it. I think I've seen it once. But, yeah. And then we're gonna do 3. We're gonna do 3 of the Blu-rays that I got. I got a few Blu-rays, but we're only gonna do 3 of them right now, and then we're gonna do the VHS tapes, then we're gonna go back to the Blu-rays, just because I want to save the best for last, kind of thing. Antebellum. I don't know what this movie's about. I almost think that it's gonna be a little Jordan Peele-ish. Kinda how it feels, especially since the movie's called Antebellum. Might be a little Jordan Peele-ish, and I don't know, hopefully it's not preachy. I just leave politics out of it. I don't know. I'm just hoping that I don't watch this movie and then, get like an hour and a half of why I'm a dick because I'm a white person. You know what I mean? You get that from certain places, specifically Hollywood. Actually, Hollywood is pretty much where you get it from. But anyway. Well, Hollywood and universities. One of the reasons why college never was for me. On top of, I'm a knuckle-dragging Neanderthal, so Unhinged with Russell Crowe. This movie looks really good. In my opinion. Russell Crowe looked really menacing in this movie. I'm really looking forward to checking this out. I'm actually saving this because I have a hangout session with one of my buddies planned. We're actually going to hang out right after my 21st birthday, and we're going to watch a lot of movies, and this is going to be one of them, I'm going to guess. Of course, among other things that you do on your 21st birthday. But anyway, moving on. The Black Sleep. This was a pretty cool movie. I bought this movie. I remember specifically why I bought The Black Sleep. And it was actually because I had Bela Lugosi in it. Because I was like, for whatever reason, I had looked up that clip from Dracula with Bela Lugosi. I literally just looked up like the 13-second clip where Bela Lugosi is standing on the stairs and he delivers that line. Listen to them, children of the night, what music they make. And I love that line, but I love Bela Lugosi's line delivery, and it got me thinking, like, man, Bela Lugosi was phenomenal in that movie. Like, he was really fantastic. And I haven't seen very many Bela Lugosi movies. Like, I've seen a couple. I've seen The Devil Bat, but I don't really remember it. And, I wanted to watch more Bela Lugosi stuff. And so I ordered The Black Sleep from Amazon. And to be entirely honest, I was disappointed because that's a waste of Bela Lugosi. He doesn't even speak in this movie. He just kind of walks around. He really doesn't. He doesn't have much to do, which was really disappointing to me personally. I don't know. It's also because I bought this on the basis that it was a Bela Lugosi movie, or a movie with Bela Lugosi in it. And it also has Lon Chaney Jr. in it. He was pretty good in the movie, actually. But, I liked this movie. I did. It's got a nice little mad science-y vibe in there, and I definitely appreciate it. Okay, so that's actually where we're stopping for now on the Blu-rays and DVDs. And we will get back to the Blu-rays. But right now, we're going to do VHSs. And guys, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of VHSs. So, I'm just going to start and go down. This is ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Okay, so first up here, we have Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 Dawn of the Dead. And by the way, guys, all of these VHSs are in really good condition. You can tell, like, whoever had them before me, they're taking care of them. This was a collector, which is really interesting, actually, because Lucio, hey, chill, man. You gotta chill. Just don't cause havoc. I don't know why I was holding up the tape, like I was just gonna show you guys the tape. Like, yeah, look, guys, look at the tape. It neat. It's a VHS tape. We've never seen one of those before. For some of our younger viewers. Not that I would have any of those, but that might be the case though. But now, the Dawn of the Dead remake, I had actually never seen this movie. And so I figured if I could watch this movie and own this movie for 50 cents, why not? So I bought it and I watched it, and I do enjoy it. I like the Dawn of the Dead remake. I think it's pretty fun. I really like the scene where they're playing checkers, or it was chess. They're playing chess on the rooftop, and The Sickness by Disturbed starts playing, but it's not Disturbed's version of The Sickness, and so it's like this really I don't even know how, like, almost a cappella group version of The Sickness by Disturbed. It's like, come on, motherfucker, get up, get down with the sickness. It's really damn funny, in my opinion. But yeah, fun movie, Dawn of the Dead. I'm definitely glad I made that purchase. And yeah, by the way, guys, I didn't pay a penny over 50 cents for any of these tapes. They were all 50 cents a piece, so. Pretty neat. My phone's on the charger. I don't even know why I said that. Like, you guys would be able to notice I'm doing something different. I was like reaching over the cord to put the mug there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Night of the Living Dead, the 1990 remake from directed by Tom Savini. This was actually a really cool movie. This was another one that I hadn't seen before, and I watched it for the first time on VHS. This is a cool movie, for sure. Barbara, she's not just like this helpless character anymore. Like, Barbara was a badass in this movie. Tony Todd's character was a really good dude. Honestly, the characters were improved upon. Now, I say that still coming from the perspective that Night of the Living Dead is like a fantastic horror movie. And it's not a character movie by any means. But the characters in Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead are an improvement, which is strange. I don't know, like it. There was definitely at least a section or a part of this movie that was actually improved upon over the original, and I liked that. The Evil Dead. I own this movie 3 times over now. I own 2 DVDs and a VHS tape, and at some point I'm gonna have to buy the Blu-ray. And actually, I still might buy another DVD of this movie, because I really, really want, at some point in my life, I would really like to get that, I keep wanting to call it a box set. It's not a box set, but it's that edition of the Evil Dead that's like the Book of the Dead. And it's like that rubber, kind of rubber latex material. And it's, it's the Necronomicon from the Evil Dead. And I think there's an Evil Dead 2 edition that's very similar. But, yeah, anyway. I got the Evil Dead on VHS, and I think that's pretty cool. Like, this is a movie that I feel like could benefit from a VHS viewing. Which, those movies do exist, in my opinion. I'm noticing something just now, and it's bothering me. Why in the hell? Why is Ash holding a pump shotgun in this? In this cover image, he's holding a pump shotgun. The shotgun is a single shot in the first Evil Dead movie. I'm pretty damn sure it is. I don't want no pump shotgun. Yeah, that's odd. That's really odd. But this isn't an early VHS tape of it by any means. This is a later tape. It's just, it's cool to own on VHS nonetheless. Okay. John Carpenter's They Live. You know, I'm not huge on They Live. There's like quite a bit of some of the undertones in this movie, and kind of social commentary, more political commentary, honestly. This movie's pretty political, as far as the whole storyline, and it kind of makes a statement that I don't wholly agree with. Basically, like, I understand that it's a little more nuanced than this, but how this movie fully comes across is rich people and people in positions of power are bad. Shame on them. They're evil. They must be aliens from another planet that are here to murder us all. Like, and obviously that's the alien thing I threw in there because that's the storyline of the movie. But the whole rich people and people in positions of power are evil is pretty much what this movie is saying. More or less. Yeah. Especially when you actually go back and watch it, I think there might be one person that seemed fairly well off that wasn't actually one of those things, and I think it was just some random guy on the street, but even then I could be misremembering that. But anyway, moving on. Salem's Lot, the original 1979 Tobe Hooper movie. This is a cool flick. You know, of course I own this movie on DVD. I own the old Snapper case DVD, and pretty sure this is actually one of the newer VHS tapes as well. By the way, if I'm looking down, I'm looking at the case. Just know. Yeah, this came out in 1998. The tape itself... The tape itself did. Of course, the movie came out in 1979, which I think I already said, but... Yeah, Salem's Lot, really good stuff. One of the scariest vampires of all time in this movie, in my opinion. This movie actually has a pretty good jump scare in it. That wasn't, like, super over the top. If I'm remembering that right. Like, the vampire in the coffin, and then he opens his eyes. That was scary as shit. Anyway. Hellraiser 3. The case is in pretty rough condition, and I actually thought the tape looked kind of rough as well. Of course, you guys won't be really able to see the wear and tear on the tape, but you know, like, there's some fuzz here. Like, it looks like a beverage or something had been, like, water had been spilled on this, and it's just kind of like someone tried to peel it off, but they weren't able to get it off, and then, like, you guys won't be able to see. Maybe you can. It kind of comes up. It's kind of a little, like, there was, like, goo or something there. I even took some goo remover to it. And, I mean, there's still some of the residue left over. And then the tape itself looked a little, like it looked like maybe it was kind of crinkly. But, you know, it was still a safe bet that it wasn't gonna, my player wasn't gonna eat it. But I watched this movie in my player, and it works. I mean, it works perfectly. So, whatever. I can find Hellraiser 3 at a thrift store, and it's gonna work. Cool. This fucking movie, man. I haven't seen this film. I'm honestly kind of second guessing why I bought this film. Scanners The Showdown. This is like Scanners 4. I saw Scanners 1 not too long ago, and I haven't seen Scanners 2 or Scanners 3. This might even be Scanners 5. I genuinely don't know. Is there a Scanners 5? I don't know. I'm not very well versed with the series, obviously. But yeah, Scanners The Showdown. Just, I have no idea. The Mangler with Robert Englund. I don't know. It looks interesting. It looks cool. Oh, and it's a Tobe Hooper film. That's actually cool, because I have been meaning to watch more of Tobe Hooper's films. Because Tobe Hooper is one of those directors that I haven't actually seen a ton from. But I have always thought, like, when I watch more of this guy's movies, I feel like this guy could end up being one of my favorite horror directors of all time. Just, like, we're talking top 5. Maybe even top 3. He does good enough, but that's yet to be seen. But I mean, Tobe Hooper directed Salem's Lot that we just went through, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. He directed this. I haven't seen this. He also directed a remake of the Toolbox Massacre. That movie I've heard is feces, but I haven't seen it. But he directed Poltergeist, for shit's sake. There's like 2 or 3 more that are they're on the tip of my tongue. Fuck me, I can't think of them. I'm just gonna stop trying, even though now my mind is on like Tobe Hooper and his movies, and so it's like, no, you bastard, you think of those other ones, but I can't do it. But The Mangler. Oh yeah, Eaten Alive. Shit, he directed Eaten Alive, which I actually just saw for the first time the other day. That's a cool movie. But anyway, The Mangler. Interesting. It's got Robert Englund in it, which is also a plus on top of it being directed by Tobe Hooper. I don't know why I bought this. Oh, instantaneous regret. I guess it was only 50 cents. Like, Lawnmower Man 2, Job's War. Who's to say I shouldn't have spent 50 cents on this? Oh, God. Oh, God, that CGI looks so bad. I haven't even seen Lawnmower Man 1. I haven't. I want to, sort of. You know what? Genuinely, I think VHS is the perfect format for this, because I only had to spend 50 cents on it. And it's like, I was probably going to buy that like sooner or later anyway. So I guess it's fitting that I buy it on VHS at least. But anyway. Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. That's a strange case, because it's got like, it's basically like two different fronts is what it looks like. Of course, I'm sure there is like a back. I don't know. It's very strange. The case is odd. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. Wow. So this was a rental tape way back in the day. And there's a grocery store here in my town. Now it's called something different than it used to be. Now it's called Harvest Foods. Back in the day, it was called IGA. And this has an IGA sticker on it. So that's interesting. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: Next Generation. Interesting to me. I've actually never seen it, so this one's just awesome. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Like I said, man, whoever this guy was who was getting rid of his tapes here, he was a serious horror fan. Just TCM2. I don't own this on any other format, which is kind of crazy. I don't even own it on DVD. And of course, the Blu-rays, I think, are both, like the Arrow Blu-ray and even like that crappy looking Blu-ray that has like the white case with the chainsaw and the severed arm and the severed leg on the cover. I think that's even super out of print. So I got it on VHS for 50 cents, which is pretty crazy. And it's really cool that I just found it there. Like, I don't know. I think it's awesome. The Mummy. The original The Mummy. This is genuinely, I think so far, The Mummy is my least favorite Universal monster movie. In my opinion, The Mummy actually, it drags a little. Boris Karloff he's really good as Imhotep, but this movie, it does drag. I mean, it just does. It feels like kind of nothing happens in this movie. Maybe that's not fair to this movie, but I don't know. And it's not that I can't handle slow movies or old movies. Like, I like the Universal monster movies. I like Frankenstein. I like Dracula. I like the Wolfman. But, like, I don't know. The Mummy. It's not my favorite film, even though I own, like, 3 copies of it. Yeah. I own it on all 3 formats. And so, you know, my owning it on those 3 formats wouldn't reflect that, but whatever. This next one, I think this was the first film I saw in there that I was like, oh, that's interesting. Or maybe it was one of the other ones, but I think it was this one. Alien 3. I'm not the biggest Alien 3 fan. I'm going to be entirely honest. I think this movie is not the greatest. I think it is pretty slow. And this case isn't in immaculate condition. But again, it was 50 cents. You know, who cares if it looks like someone spilled water on the case at some point in time? Like, I'll buy it for 50 cents. Sure, I don't know. I may never watch Alien 3 again, but if I do, now I have the choice between DVD or VHS. So, at least that's interesting. Predator. This is a newer VHS tape. Like, most of these are. Wonder if it says, yeah, 1997 this tape came out in, so. But yeah, Predator. I mean, it's cool. I wasn't gonna pass up Predator on VHS, even though, again, I already own it on DVD. But yeah, I mean, it's 50 cents. That's my whole reasoning for most of this. And then this one I thought was pretty damned cool. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I like some of the movies that I've wanted to own on VHS are like the big franchise slasher movies. So this was kind of a cool start here. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Very cool. It's even got kind of like an embossed cover. Like, Freddy's face has dimensions and shit. So do his hands. Kind of cool. But, yeah. So, that was all for that section of VHS tapes. Now we're actually getting into basically my favorite ones that I found. Because, I mean, this is some crazy stuff. This is the part that's really, really nuts to me. Or at least these are the tapes that are really nuts to me. Really kind of crazy to have found these. So yeah, I'm really excited for these. Again, I am picking, like, I'm moving stuff and kind of picking and choosing which tapes I'm grabbing. Just to kind of save the best for last sort of deal. But anyway, Night of the Living Dead. This is the original 1968 Night of the Living Dead. Again, I think this is a later tape. But Night of the Living Dead. Oh, actually. I mean, that's not very, yeah, that's pretty early, actually. Apparently this tape came out in 1988. So, whoever had this took immaculate care of it, because I mean that case is in fantastic condition. This tape is in pretty dang good condition as well. So yeah. 1988. I genuinely just didn't think that it would have been that old. I was really thinking this would have been from the late 90s or something. That's interesting. But anyway, yeah, Night of the Living Dead. Fantastic stuff. Ah, Lucio, just lay down, man. Is that a difficult premise? There you go. You found your spot. Anywho, Moving on. This was another one. I think this is from... Oh, no, I'm wrong. I'm lying. As the lion and the tiger and the bear. Oh my. Anywho, Chud, Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dwellers. This was a pretty cool movie. This one I think is on a little rougher condition because the tape did have some issues. As far as playing, I did watch it, and it's kind of like the picture quality wasn't exactly immaculate. Not that it's going to be on VHS anyway. It's something I can deal with. I mean, the picture quality kind of glitches every now and then, but it's not. It's not that bad, and, you know, I don't expect immaculate quality out of VHS tapes anyway. I mean, the unfortunate truth of VHS tapes is, I mean, they're decaying all the time, and it's just a matter of time before they don't work anymore. Which is like the most depressing thought of all fucking time. You know, they're cool. They're like these cool little relics of the past, and it sucks that they decay like that. Anyway. Alright. Speaking of the major slasher franchises, and Nightmare on Elm Street more specifically, Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Now, I think at one time this was part of a set, part of a box set, a Nightmare on Elm Street box set. I don't know, maybe they just didn't have the rest of the set. Maybe they just didn't want to get rid of the rest of the set. I have no idea why this was separated from the set. That's very odd, especially, I mean, these, like I said, these tapes are all in pretty good condition. Like, they look like they were, they belonged to someone who gave a shit about movies. So, I don't know. It's just like that's something that I personally would never do. I guess that's just me. But I don't like the thought of separating sets, you know. I don't even like the thought of taking an insert out of like a DVD case or something and throwing it away. I don't like the thought of like if I have a solo release of Child's Play and then I have a set that has Child's Play in it. I don't like the thought of taking that DVD of Child's Play out and handing it and giving it to someone saying, there you go, that's yours now, because that separates the set and it's weird. What would you even call that? OCD. That's what it would be. It's like some kind of OCD. And I don't know. It bothers me. But I never had this with the set, so it doesn't bug me that much. But it would have been way cooler if I had found the whole set there, but I didn't. Just Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Still really cool in my opinion, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. I mean, Nightmare 3 is one of those that I always wanted on VHS. You know, so I'll take it. And then these next 5. These are pretty crazy, man. So crazy. Halloween. Halloween on VHS. Yes, abso-friggin-lutely, man. The 1995 Blockbuster Presents VHS tape. It's just so cool. It's just so neat. I have so many different ways to watch Halloween. It just occurred to me. Like, I watch it on 4K. I can watch it on 2 different Blu-rays. I can watch it on VHS. I used to have it on DVD too. Oh, I still do have it on DVD. I have the extended edition DVD. That's fantastic. But yeah, Halloween on VHS. Very cool, man. Very, very cool. Halloween 2. I think you guys are probably noticing a trend now. But yeah, Halloween 2 on VHS. I'm not noticing where it says... Oh, 1990. Okay, it says the 1990 VHS tape of Halloween 2. Again, just really neat to own these on VHS. I think, to an extent, it's kind of like... Because I know a lot of people don't understand why people like VHS. I know for a lot of people it's nostalgia. And for me, actually, it's kind of that to an extent as well. Even though, you know, I'm a 2000s child. I actually watched a lot of movies on VHS as a kid. Now, not these. Not these. My parents would have never let me. But we had a VCR, and we used the VCR quite often. I mean, pretty sure I watched, like, as a really little kid, I think I watched Toy Story on VHS, like, until our VHS of Toy Story didn't work anymore, and we had to get a new one. So, you know, to an extent, it's nostalgia with me, but then also, there's something about the atmosphere of, like, the added grain, and then on top of that, like, even the process of putting in the tape, rewinding it, you know, watching those really old school credits, like before, or not credits, watching the really old school previews beforehand, like the oh man, I'm blanking. Coming soon to video. They kind of things, but it's all really neat. And on top of that, it kind of gives you the best possible representation of what it would have been like to watch this movie back in 1990. You know, when this tape came out, I guess. But, I mean, of course, this movie came out in 81. So, I guess back whenever the first Halloween 2 VHS tape came out. It doesn't friggin' matter. I mean, VHS is VHS, really. I don't imagine that the picture quality varied hugely in these guys, but yeah. It also, like I was saying, it kind of transports you back to that point in time. I think it's really cool. Even though I watch it on a flat screen, I'm kind of bastardizing the VHS tape, but whatever. Halloween 3, another really cool movie to find on VHS. I mean, what was this one? Early 90s, probably. Well, that one says 1987. So I guess this is the 1987 tape of Halloween 3. If they're... I guess so. But anyway, yeah, Halloween 3. I think that's cool. I think all of these are very, very cool. And then these last two, you know, of course, you know they're going to be the last two Halloween movies, come on. But they're the CBS Fox ones, which I'm pretty sure these are, like, older. Like, these are pretty much the original releases of H4 and H5. Am I correct? Yeah, because the movie came out in 88, and then this tape came out in 89. So I would have to assume it was pretty much the original release of Halloween 4. But yeah, Halloween 4 on VHS, really neat. I really enjoy Halloween 4. And then, of course, there's Halloween 5, which, look at Michael's alien-looking ass. What is that? Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that? Still fun. Still fun. That doesn't make any sense. A little tagline. Michael Myers is finally unmasked. In that top left-hand corner. Bullshit, he's finally unmasked. I don't remember if he is literally... I guess he is, because... Oh, yeah. Because he, like, cries a single tear or something. That's so fucking stupid. But... was that this movie, or was that Halloween 6? I think it's Halloween... It's Halloween 5. Because the reason he cries a single tear is because, what's her fucking face? She's fantastic. Danielle Harris. I'd say she's a fantastic little actress, man. Because Danielle Harris is like, let me see, uncle, and then he pulls the mask off. But bull fucking shit is finally unmasked. He was unmasked in the first one, which I still maintain that was stupid to do. Like, I don't understand. All right, so these are the last 2 VHS tapes, and then we'll finally get into the remaining few Blu-rays here. So these are the 2 tapes that are actually worth a little bit. At least from what I could tell, they go for a little bit of money online. And I would imagine that's because they're kind of rare. And so it's kind of neat to find them. And, of course, one of these... They're both from Embassy Home Entertainment. So that's neat. God damn. That's tight as a nun on a Tuesday. I don't know why Tuesday specifically. This case. It won't come out. The Slumber Party Massacre. Yes, Slumber Party Massacre on VHS. From what I've seen, this tape can sell for like $50 or so, which is pretty neat. I got it for 50 cents. That being said, I will never sell these. It was funny, my mom was present with me when I bought all of these, and I was riding in the car with her somewhere, and I was telling her about how cool I thought all this stuff was, and she was like, but you know they're not worth any money, right? I was like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, I don't know. The way she said it was like, it felt condescending, like, you know they're not worth any money, right, you little shit? Like, I don't know what you think you got, but, you didn't. You know, like, it felt like that, like, when she said it, even though I'm not looking to sell these. I genuinely wouldn't sell these. Matter of fact, I told her in the car, I have a pretty decent-sized comic book collection. Because back in the day, I was really into comic books. I'm not anymore, but I told her, I was like, I am more likely to sell my comic book collection than I am my horror movie collection. That being said, I'm still not likely to ever sell my comic books, but I'm still more likely to do it. So I don't know, like, what this is about you thinking that I'm trying to make money off of these or whatever. But, technically, she was wrong. And it was funny because when I looked these all up on like eBay and Amazon, kind of, oh, how would you say it? Like, looking at both tapes on both sites, at least what I could find. And, you know, that I found out that they were both worth a little bit. And I go in the other room and, I hold up the phone and I go, that's this tape, that is this exact release, and these are all the prices that it's listed for. Like, none of them were below $50, and I was like, nana nana boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. So, I'm very mature, in case you guys didn't know. But yeah, the Slumber Party Massacre. And this is by far the most valuable one. And honestly, kind of the coolest one as well. Is that a scuff? I think that's a scuff of some kind. I can't really tell. Like, I don't know. It has imperfections, of course, but yeah, that's the Video Dead. This is like a $250 tape on eBay, which is pretty neat. I bought this for 50 cents. I had never seen the Video Dead, and so I popped it in. I popped it in once I bought it because again, I'm never planning on selling this, so it doesn't matter if I watch it. It really doesn't. Um, but yeah, I popped it in and I watched it. This movie's hilarious. It really was. It's so satisfying. And on top of how damn hilarious the movie is, that cover art is something else. That has to be one of the greatest poster arts or like cover arts of horror films of all time. This is actually my what do you call it? My screensaver. This is my screensaver for my lock screen on my phone right now. The poster art for the Video Dead. But yeah, I think the Video Dead is super fun. It's a super fun movie with a super beautiful cover art, and I was super lucky to have found this film where I did for what little money I did. So that's pretty crazy. That was like the ultimate nana nana boo boo. Finding a tape that's like $250 online and being like, oh really? Oh really? So you don't think like there's any money in here at all? You just think they're all worthless? Okay, well, there's that. I'm sorry. That made me really salty when she said that. I don't know. Even the suggestion of selling something. What do you think I am? I earn my money the good old-fashioned way. By checking people's groceries. Anyway. Night of the Creeps. This is a fantastic movie. Again, I just watched this movie for the first time, and oh my god. This movie's awesome. I mean, it's endlessly quotable, first of all. Now, I don't remember a ton of them because I have only seen this film once. But, I mean, thrill me, you know? Like, I feel like that's... If we had a landline... Because there's something lame about picking up a cell phone and going, thrill me. Like, I feel like that's something you would have to do with a landline. But, man, if I actually used the landline, that's how I would answer the phone every time. Just thrill me. I love it. It's cheesy. It's incredible. And Tom Atkins. I love Tom Atkins. Just gonna be honest. First of all, the man's mustache is magnificent. I have the worst case of facial hair envy, like, of all time. And I'm sure you can tell why, because I grow, like, the world's thinnest mustache. I can't get the Tom Selleck thing going. And then, like, my beard is just the most incomplete. The light over-exaggerates how incomplete it is. It definitely does. Like, if you were to see me in person, my beard actually is a beard. It's not just these little tiny patches. But, like, it's disappointing, for sure. I really want to be able to grow a fantastic beard and a fantastic, Tom Atkins mustache, or Tom Selleck mustache. What is it with the name Tom and having fantastic mustaches? But, anyway... I'm off that. But, yeah, everyone in this movie is just so entertaining. It's ridiculous. I love Night of the Creeps. That's going to be a movie that I go back to a lot. Almost guarantee it. And we are reaching the final three. Forgotten Gialli Volume 1. This is not the box set. This is... disappointment. Disappointment is what this is, honestly. When I ordered it, it didn't even click with me in my head that maybe, just maybe, there were alternate editions of the Forgotten Gialli Volume 1. I just assumed that it was like, yeah, no, this is a box set. Like, this is obviously, it's a box set, right? It's a box set. It's not a box set. It's not. There are box sets in existence of Forgotten Gialli Volume 1, but guess what? Those box sets are already out of print. Didn't this just come out? Didn't this just come out? Yeah, 2021. They pumped 3 volumes out in 2021. Damn, Vinegar Syndrome does work, man. I love Vinegar Syndrome. I'm just getting acquainted with Vinegar Syndrome, honestly, and I already love them. I mean, genuinely. They released the most oddball shit. Like, Grave Robbers. I had never heard of Grave Robbers, but then I popped it in my player one day, and it's literally like Spanish Friday the 13th Part 6, and it's awesome. I mean, not literally, you know, it's not like it has Jason or anything in it, but it's that's how that movie feels, and it's Grave Robbers is so cool, and I would have never known what it was if not for Vinegar Syndrome. You know, they released Don't Go in the Woods Alone, which isn't a great movie, but it's kind of a fun little movie, and they released Jack Frost on Blu-ray. Cthulhu Mansion. That was another one. Cthulhu's Mansion, or is it Cthulhu's Mansion or Cthulhu Mansion? I don't know. But that's another one that I wouldn't have known. I would have never known that this movie even existed. And it's a fun little movie. It drags a little bit, but it is fun. Anyway, I love Vinegar Syndrome. Lucio, pal, please stop licking. You sound like an old person gumming a bowl of macaroni. All right? It's kind of gross. Like, I love you, man, but that's pretty gross. Talking to my dog, by the way. Not just myself. Yeah, Forgotten Gialli Volume 1, also known as Crippling Disappointment Volume 1. Yeah, I ordered this from Amazon, not the Vinegar Syndrome website. But even there, like, I went to the Vinegar Syndrome website later, and I looked at the 2 different editions. Turns out the box set edition of Volume 1 is actually out of print. So, my only hope for ever owning that is to pay out the ass for it, which I might actually do. $125, and I might spend it. I might spend it to get movies I already have, to get them on a better edition. Well, it's the same edition, it's just a box. It's a box in separate movie cases, and look, man, I have problems. I never claimed that I didn't, but also, I'll tell you what, man, I need that, the Homegrown Horrors box. I need that in my life, man. That comes out, April 27th? I gotta buy that for sure. I was on the Vinegar Syndrome website, and I was, looking through the stills, and there was this one still with this fantastic, cheesy-looking monster on there, and I was like, I need this in my life. So, I'm gonna have to, drop the $60 or whatever to get that, but anyway, moving on. Forgotten Gialli Volume 2. This is actually the box set. I ordered this directly from the Vinegar Syndrome website. And by the way, it was my first time ordering with them. Honestly, my first time ordering with anyone that wasn't either Amazon or eBay. I guess technically I ordered, I didn't personally order it, which is why I'm not counting this. But I paid for it. I just didn't order it. I had my mom do that. But I ordered the Friday the 13th box set from the Scream Factory website. Or did I say Scream Factory? Or did I say Friday the 13th website? Because I meant to say Scream Factory website. I don't know. I'm goofing. It's late. But, yeah, so technically speaking, this is the first time I've actually ordered from one of the boutique labels. And I gotta say, man, it's a good experience. If any of you guys were concerned about ordering from them for whatever reason, don't be. It's smooth, you know. I paid, I got an email, about 5 days later, these guys came. So, and that's another thing. It was really prompt. which I really appreciate. But yeah, Forgotten Gialli Volume 2, this thing is just beautiful, which is why I want the Volume 1 set, because it really is just gorgeous. It's got a little, whew, whew, it's got a little quality to it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's got a little quality to it. And then of course we have this, which I think that is just way cool. I don't know why. I've been obsessed with taking this off and putting it back on, though. It's addictive to me. Oh, yeah. You just slip it off there. And then there's this nice little bit of artwork here. Eyes. Kind of the hypnotist, you know, the doll. And then I have already unboxed this. So these are all out of their cellophane. I have taken all of them out already, so this isn't anything new to me. I've seen all of these. Well, I haven't watched them on the television. I just mean that I've laid eyes on all of these cases, and I've opened them all up and everything, but just kind of give you an idea. The French sex murders. This movie looks really cool. We got some shots of gore back here. Couple of severed heads, so I'm looking forward to this one. And they all have reversible cover arts. These sets are great. And honestly, they have like a fantastic new movie smell. It smells like factory. Wonder if the box smells good. No, not really. That's a little too factory smelling. It smells new, though. Well, it better smell new. But then we have Girl in Room 2A. I have no idea what to expect with this. Like, at least the French sex murders, like, yeah, I think I have a pretty good idea. But the Girl in Room 2A, I have no idea. So I'm pretty intrigued in that one. And of course, I love Gialli. I mean, just in general. So it's really nice to have all these Gialli that I've just never heard of. And just have them all on these nice little Blu-ray releases where like now I can actually like they're accessible, you know? I can watch them. I know of their existence now. It's pretty neat. And then My Dear Killer, which of course is pretty much what this box is modeled after. The My Dear Killer cover art. And then, of course, again, it's a reversible cover art. I like the base cover art for most of these, which is why I haven't really been showing off the reverse cover art. I just think the base cover art is good enough. This one's pretty cool, I guess. I should probably flash that one. I just think that the base cover art is a little more Gialli-ish. Is she nude? Nah, she's not. Alright, let's just show it. She's not. It's just, I didn't want, like, bots or something to pick up something that wasn't there. But, yeah. Kind of cool. That's a pretty cool reversed cover art, but it's, yeah. I like this cover art a little more. That's a more Giallo-ish cover art. This one, for whatever reason, like, it, cover art-wise, the French sex murders, very much so, feels like some kind of Euro crime film. But, anyway. And then, yeah, My Dear Killer. You guys have seen that. I gotta hurry up, though, because I've almost been going for an hour. Which ain't gonna fly with the space that's on my phone. So, anyway. Forgotten Gialli Volume 3. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, I love that spine. I love it. And of course, the back of it there. take all these out. And actually, there is one in here that I reversed. But, you know, we have the chick with a flashlight. Guy clenching his chest. But there is one cover art in here that I actually did reverse. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, it was Autopsy. I like the alternate cover art to Autopsy a little more. I think that's just neater. In case you were wondering what the regular cover art looks like, it looks like the box. That box design of the guy screaming, that's pretty much the original cover art to Autopsy. But I think that's kind of cooler. Kind of a cooler cover art for Autopsy, and it's got a little less going on. But anyway. Murder Mansion. This movie looks like, cover art wise, that it's very kind of reminiscent of like those old Barbara Steele movies. Like, that doesn't look like a giallo. Very strange. just cover art wise. I mean, I'm sure it's a giallo. I'm just saying that, like, cover art wise, it looks like an older Barbara Steele movie or something, you know, like a gothic Italian flick. But anyway, and then Crazy Desires of a Murderer, last up here. I don't know what to expect, man. There's a severed eyeball on the back of that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this collection update. Pretty wild shit, especially to acquire in the span of 10 days. Yeah, I think it was 10 days. I think it was 10 days that I was looking earlier, and I was like, wow, that is some crazy stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty damn happy with it all. So, thank you for watching, guys. If you stayed till the end, I really appreciate it, and I'd appreciate it even more if you'd subscribe to the channel and watch my YouTubers videos. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. That one I'm genuinely sorry for. That didn't even come out as being comprehensive. That's not the right word. I'm not even going to search for the right word. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you on the next one.